Ben, 10.8, what's it called?
Counting principle.
And what can you now do, Ben?
I can find total outcomes using counting principles.
All right, and the fundamental counting principle, what would be the easiest way to describe the fundamental counting principle? The easiest way, Chris. What's M represent? The easiest way would be M times N, and M represents what? Possibilities of the first event, and N represents
Possibilities of
second event. And then if there's more than 2 events, would you just keep multiplying? Yeah, it does not have to stop just at 2 events. Tree diagrams, what do tree diagrams do? Jack, what do tree diagrams do?
It can show you all the outcomes.
All the outcomes. The probability of independent events, number 3 here. You can also call the probability of independent events what? Brianna? So is the fundamental counting principle the exact same thing as the probability of independent events? Yes or no? They're the same thing. It's just a different way of talking about them. And really the probability of dependent events, this is a DEP, dependent events, is actually the same thing as the fundamental counting principle, but you just realize that you lost one of your outcomes after the first event took place. You guys, you gotta understand probability of independent and dependent events. You really, really do. You gotta understand the formula and why they work the way they work. Number 3, then, we worked on the difference between the fundamental counting principle and tree diagrams. Fundamental counting principle give you the total number of outcomes, period. Tree diagrams, if we'll slide all the way down here to number 6, if we're looking for very specific things, like in number 6, we're looking for how many of the different meals in the scenario above here on number 6, how many different meals have chicken and pie as a choice. In order to calculate that, really there's no formula you can use other than creating a tree diagram and counting. So I know this is a very ugly tree diagram. I hope when you're required to make your tree diagram, you leave yourself much more space than I did. But ultimately over here, we have all of our outcomes, all of our final outcomes by using the by using a tree diagram. And then we just counted up which ones had chicken and which ones had pie and added them all together. Questions, comments, quandaries, quibbles, quotes, or queries?